Uh, Good evening, everyone. It's Anna. Welcome to Virgo. Okay, we're diving into your general protection and awareness reading for this critical moment. As always, take what resonates, softly release the rest, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay connected with future messages. Now, let's break down what warning energy is revealing to you. There's unfamiliar energy circling your situation right now. And the inquiry it represents carries intention you haven't been tracking. Someone outside your known circles is asking questions, gathering information, building picture of who you are through sources you wouldn't expect, not friendly curiosity, strategic collection, the kind that suggests motive beyond casual interest, the kind that indicates you've become subject of someone's focused research for reasons that might not serve your well-being. And simultaneously, there's brewing conflict in your sphere. Tensions that have been simmering are approaching boiling point. Grievances that have been accumulating are nearing expression. Patience that's been stretched is about to snap. What's been managed through silence or politeness or avoidance is preparing to erupt into confrontation that could damage reputations or relationships or positions in ways that are difficult to repair. In the dangerous convergence of unknown surveillance and explosive confrontation, you're navigating territory that requires heightened awareness. Both situations demand different responses, but both require you paying attention to dynamics you might have been ignoring. Both threaten stability you've been taking for granted. Both could shift your circumstances substantially if not handled consciously. Let me illuminate what patterns might be active that require your immediate awareness in the reality of being researched by unfamiliar parties. Several scenarios create this dynamic. Professional vetting sometimes involves background investigation you're unaware is occurring, potential employer, potential client, potential partner. Someone considering significant engagement with you might be conducting due diligence that feels invasive if discovered. Your current circumstances might include exactly this type of legitimate but hidden evaluation. Someone with resources checking your history, your reputation, your credentials, your character. Not necessarily sinister, but definitely happening without your knowledge or consent. The investigation serves their risk management even though it invades your privacy. Notice if you've recently applied for positions or opportunities that would warrant background investigation. If you've entered new professional or personal relationships with people who have resources to conduct research. If you've been positioning yourself for advancement that would trigger scrutiny from decision makers. These contexts make stranger investigation more probable. Some stranger investigation stems from competitive analysis. Rival studying your moves, competitor assessing your strategy, adversary looking for leverage or vulnerability, someone who perceives you as threat or obstacle gathering intelligence to gain advantage. This type of research is less about vetting worthiness and more about identifying weaknesses. You might have drawn exactly this kind of strategic attention without realizing it. Your success threatening someone. Your positioning blocking their path, your presence creating problem they're trying to solve. Their research aims to discover angles of attack or ways to undermine or information that compromises your standing. This is hostile reconnaissance. Still, other stranger investigation comes from concern or protection. Someone who cares sending proxy to gather information because they can't or won't approach directly. Family member using investigator. Friend enlisting mutual connection. Past partner trying to assess your current situation. Motivation here is care, but method creates unease when discovered. This reflection invites you to consider, have you sensed questions being asked about you in circles you don't directly access? Let me clarify what planned hit specifically indicates. in this context. Hit in this framework refers to coordinated damage attempt, not physical violence, but reputational or professional or relational destruction, someone or multiple people organizing to expose or undermine or discredit you. Planned suggests premeditation, strategy, coordination among parties working toward your downfall or displacement. In the dynamics of orchestrated attacks, several motivations drive this behavior. Jealousy frequently creates coordinated undermining. You've achieved something others wanted. You possess something others covet. You represent what others failed to become. That envy transforms into active sabotage when multiple envious parties find each other. Your recent progress might have triggered exactly this kind of collective resentment. Group of people who individually resent you discovering their mutual grievance, bonding over shared dislike, coordinating strategy to diminish your standing or happiness or success. Their collaboration makes them bolder than they'd be individually, makes the hit more potent because it comes from multiple directions. Watch for unusual alliances forming among people who previously weren't connected. Former friends or colleagues suddenly spending time together. People from different areas of your life inexplicably linking up. Ex-partners comparing notes. Professional rivals sharing information. These convergences often precede coordinated actions against you. Other planned hits stem from perceived threat. You've challenged power structure. You've spoken truth that threatens comfortable lies. You've refused to participate in dysfunction. You've set boundaries that inconvenience others. Your integrity threatens their corruption. Your growth exposes their stagnation. They organize to eliminate or neutralize the threat you represent. You might be experiencing exactly this kind of defensive attack, not because you did anything wrong, but because doing things right threatens people invested in wrong. Your elevation makes their mediocrity visible. Your boundaries make their violations obvious. Your success proves their excuses were just excuses. They coordinate to pull you down rather than rise themselves. Still, other hits arise from pure malice or entertainment. Some people enjoy destruction, get satisfaction from watching others suffer, bond with fellow destructive personalities through shared cruelty. Their target selection is sometimes random, sometimes based on who seems vulnerable, sometimes based on who generates most dramatic reaction when attacked. This reflection invites you to consider: have you noticed increased hostility or strange coordinations among people in your sphere? Let me address what people going to hell metaphorically represents here. Hell in this context symbolizes severe negative consequence. People involved in the hit experiencing dramatic downfall, reputational destruction, professional ruin, social exile. Karmic return so intense it fundamentally alters their circumstances. The suggestion is that coordinating against you might backfire catastrophically on coordinators. In the reality of how attacks sometimes boomerang, attempting to destroy someone with integrity often exposes the attacker's lack of integrity. Spreading lies sometimes highlights the liar's dishonesty more than the target's alleged wrongdoing. Coordinating sabotage sometimes reveals the coordinator's malice. What was meant to damage target instead damages attacker. Your situation might contain exactly these reversal dynamics. People planning to hit you might be creating conditions for their own exposure, their coordination requiring communication that can be traced, their lies requiring consistency they can't maintain, their malice requiring energy that eventually exhausts them. The hit they're planning might ultimately hit them. Some people experiencing this read it as cosmic justice or divine intervention, the universe protecting the innocent by turning evil back on evildoer. Others read it as natural consequence. Negativity breeds negativity. What you put out returns. Attack innocent person and you invite scrutiny that reveals your own guilt. Both interpretations point to same outcome. Hit attempts sometimes destroy the hitters. Watch for signs that those who seem to be organizing against you are actually digging their own holes, making mistakes in their planning, revealing their malice to people who matter, creating evidence of their coordination that could be used against them, attacking in ways that make them look petty or jealous or dishonest rather than making you look bad. This reflection invites you to consider, have any of your critics or adversaries been self-destructing lately through their own actions? Let me speak to what you need to do to protect yourself. First, document everything. Save messages, screenshot posts, record dates, and details of incidents. Keep evidence of your actual behavior versus what might be claimed about you. If hit is coming, you need proof of truth to counter lies. If stranger is investigating, you want your own record of facts. In the necessity of creating paper trails during conflict, documentation protects you legally and reputationally, proves patterns of harassment if that's what's occurring, demonstrates your actual character through your communications, provides timeline that contradicts false narratives, makes it harder for coordinated attack to succeed because you can demonstrate truth. It's critical you do this now before conflict escalates or investigation becomes known to you. Once you know you're being investigated, you might alter behavior in ways that look suspicious. Once attack begins, it's harder to gather evidence calmly. Prepare defenses before you need them. Hope you never need them, but have them ready if you do. Second, strengthen your support network. Make sure you have people who know you well, who can vouch for your character, who have witnessed your actual behavior, who will stand with you if you're attacked. Isolation makes you vulnerable. Community makes you strong. Don't face potential hit alone. Identify who in your circles is genuinely loyal versus who is friendly but unreliable. Who would defend you versus who would stay silent. Who has integrity versus who follows crowds. You need to know who's really in your corner before you need them to be in your corner. Test relationships now through smaller asks to understand who shows up. Third, address any actual vulnerabilities. If you have skeletons, they'll be weaponized. If you have past mistakes, they'll be exaggerated. If you have current weak spots, they'll be exploited. Not saying you need to be perfect, saying you need to be honest with yourself about what could be used against you and have your story ready. This reflection invites you to consider what would be the most damaging thing someone could reveal or claim about you. Let me reveal what happens when you operate from integrity during attacks. Some people, when attacked, respond by attacking back, meeting aggression with aggression, lie with lie, coordination with counter-coordination. This creates endless cycle, escalates conflict, makes everyone look bad, drains everyone's energy. Nobody wins. Everyone loses something, even if some lose more than others. In the power of maintaining high ground during low attacks, your character becomes your defense. When you respond to lies with truth, to aggression with calm, to coordination with integrity, to investigation with transparency, you make it harder for attacks to land. You demonstrate through behavior that accusations are false. It's essential you resist temptation to descend to attacker's level, to spread your own rumors, to organize your own hit, to retaliate through their methods. That might feel satisfying temporarily, but it compromises your integrity, makes you become what they falsely claim you are, gives them ammunition they didn't have before. Stay clean, stay honest, stay above reproach, not because you're passive, because you're strategic, because maintaining integrity while being attacked makes the attack obviously unjust to observers. Because your calm in the face of their chaos highlights the difference between you. Because your truth stands stronger than their lies when you don't contaminate it with your own dishonesty. Some attacks fail simply because target refuses to engage at attacker's level, refuses to be baited into behavior that would justify the attack, refuses to give them the reaction they want, refuses to become the villain they need you to be to make their attack make sense. Your refusal to play the role they wrote for you can dissolve entire narrative. This reflection invites you to consider, can you maintain your integrity if attacked in ways designed to make you react badly? Let me close by speaking to what this warning actually offers. Awareness is protection. Knowing stranger might be investigating allows you to control your narrative. Knowing hit might be planned allows you to prepare defenses. Knowing people might be coordinating allows you to strengthen your position. The warning isn't about creating paranoia, it's about creating consciousness. May you stay vigilant without becoming paranoid. May you protect yourself without becoming defensive. May you maintain integrity regardless of attacks. Unknown investigation might be active. Coordinated hit might be forming. Your awareness changes outcomes. A stranger is investigating you. Someone unfamiliar is gathering information about you through means you haven't detected. A planned hit about to have people going to hell. Coordinated attack might be organizing that could backfire dramatically on organizers. The convergence of hidden research and brewing conflict creates situation requiring your heightened awareness and strategic response. And your work is preparation without panic, documenting everything, strengthening support systems, addressing vulnerabilities, maintaining integrity regardless of what comes. Not becoming paranoid, but becoming conscious. Not attacking preemptively, but defending intelligently. Not lowering your standards, but raising your awareness. Trust this. Trust that awareness of potential threat is a form of protection. Trust that people who coordinate against integrity often expose their own lack of it. Trust that maintaining high ground during low attacks is strategy, not weakness. Trust that you can navigate hostile territory without becoming hostile yourself. Trust that truth has power, lies can't match. Stay aware, stay protected, stay integral. Investigation might be happening. Coordination might be forming. Your character is your shield.